Hello guys, welcome back to Yulan app. For today's video, we are going to show you how to use Trello for project management. So if you're interested, let's start tutorial. So you're familiar with Trello here, but how do you actually apply it for your projects? So how do you actually manage your projects through Trello? So this one is actually kind of simple. You just need to have the right mindset on it and a structured mind of how the things actually work. Now the great thing here about Trello here is you have the capabilities on organizing what you want to do on a specific project. Now, when you click on the create option here, you have three options. So you have create board, which in this case, board would contains a card that is for, or that would represent your tasks. You also have the start with template here, which in this case, you could use their templates depending on what type of project that you currently want to start or is currently doing right now. You'll be able to choose from their template. Now here we also have the create workspace here, which in this case is a collection of boards. So if, for example, if you have a project and you have smaller projects or smaller team on it, then you might want to create first a workspace, then per team you have your own board. Now in this case, if you choose to start with a template here, this is a great idea for, like, for example, like for design, for company overview, go to market strategy, Kanban template, and a lot more. We also have the project management template here. So just to give an example, I'm going to create a project management template here, and I want to basically include this on my example workspace and my visibility for workspace. Now from here, we want to keep our cards. Just click on create. Now once we've done that, start to create our board here, and as you can see in our projects, we have the following list. Now in this case, depending on what list that we have right now here, we'll be able to basically do certain things. Like for example, if we have a project resources section here, this is where our resources or our readings are going to be. Like for example, for future references, you want to include a section here that has links, description on it, and any activity. Like for example, you want to update any information here. Here's an updated information on this one. You could basically input your links in here, or basically include any comments that you want to include on that specific section or in that card. Now we also have the questions for next meeting. Now, depending on how things work on your team, you could basically start adding your questions in this section here. Now, in this section here is a great way for you to basically go through to your meeting. Like for example, if your teammate wants to clarify some things into your project, they could just basically start creating cards here as a question, and they could address this on the next meeting. Now here, the to-do section, from the name itself, there's going to be the tasks that you or team or you will be doing. Now here, pending is going to be the pending tasks. So currently these are the projects that is currently being done or is currently being worked on. So this is going to be pending. Now we also have the block here. So in this case, for example, there are some blockers in your task and you can move forward on that specific task. This is where you put it. Now here we have the done section, which in this case are the tasks that were completed. Now the good thing about Trello here is you have different capabilities that you could add to cards. Like for example, you could add members on this one. Like for example, 2 people should work on this specific task, or in this card here, you also have the capabilities of adding labels. Now labels is a great way for you to organize your cards here, like adding colors on it. They also have the checklist here. Like for example, if this task is broken into multiple tasks, adding checklist is a great way for you to ensure that everything is done or has been completed. Now here we have the date section, which in this case, you'll be able to add specific dates on a specific task here, like the due date, the start date, and the reminder date for that specific task. Now attachment is, from the name itself, attach images, documents, or whatever here. Now you also have the capabilities of basically adding a bit of design on it, like cover photos here. Now you also have the capabilities of adding custom field here. Also power ups and automations, you could go ahead and add that, but this is for advanced. Now I also have the action here, like moving, copy, make template, archive, and share. Now, for you to add like a comment on here, you could go ahead and just type on the word a comment section. So I want to say hi here, just click on save. Also, if you want to watch this specific task, you could go ahead and make sure that you add a check mark on it. But if you don't want to, make sure you remove that and just click on save. Now, once you've done that, we've just added a comment. So yeah, using Trello here is a great way if you're looking to do things really fast and don't want to think much. You have templates there that you could rely on whenever you're working on something. Now in this case, maybe I want to show you on how to basically create a specific board from scratch. So let's go and click on create here, click on create board. And we want to say it is going to be a sample board here. And from here, we want to include this into example workspace and click on create. Now, once we've done that, we should be redirected here. Now, from here, we first have to create our list. So depending on how your team actually works, you'll be able to organize them. Now, for example, I want to say it is going to be the to-do, meaning the task that we'll be starting doing. We also have the option here to add another list, which in this case, we are, I want to say, currently working on. Now from here, click on add list again. Now from here, maybe you want to say this is for approval. We could go ahead and add this to our list, and from here we could say this done and click on add list. Now from here, we need to start adding our cards. So go ahead and click on add card here, and you could go ahead and start adding your card. Now, alternatively, you could go ahead and click on the three-dotted icon at the top right of this specific list. Click on add card. Same thing, you should be able to add your card. Now, maybe I want to say there's going to be a sample task here and click on add card. Now, if you want to further edit that, click on that card and you should be able to add description, watch this card, add some activity, comments, add due dates if you click on dates here, members, labels, and a lot more depending on what you need. Now, in this case, once you fill out those details, you could go ahead and just share this to other people or team members. Now, for them to be added here, click on the member left section here, click on plus button, and you should be able to enter the email address here, and an email would actually be sent to them once you send this one. Also, you have the capabilities of copying a link here and sending this directly to them, and once they accept the link, they should be able to access this on their Trello account. So yeah, so that's about it. So using Trello for project management is actually pretty easy. You just need to have the right mindset on it and a few overviews on how Trello actually works. But that's about it. So hopefully this video was able to help you. Like and subscribe to Yelan app. Thank you for watching.